Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Alan Wake. Yet another video on some Alan Wake. And I don't want to go crazy long on this because I do have some work I gotta get done. As usual. You know how this goes. It's 12:52 and I've got a meeting at 2, so I've got about an hour to record. But I'm probably only gonna do like 20 minutes because I gotta prep for this meeting, so I'm gonna get that timer set, shut this light off, and then we're gonna get rocking and rolling into this, right? Yeah, let's kick it. So yesterday I recorded on Sunday, and I had a great day. Like I said, I had to leave early to go record some content with my other YouTuber friend, and it was great because we just chopped it up about content, and we really just got to, just talk about video ideas and kind of, I got to see how he recorded his videos, and he's a lot larger of a YouTuber than I am. I think he's sitting around 20K subs, so it was cool to just, be in an environment where, you've got a rather larger figure in a space that you kind of are doing. But here's the thing, like he's doing it full time. Well, meanwhile, this is kind of passively for me, and I'm not saying that I wouldn't want to do this full time. It's just mostly a thing where it's not the most reliable source of income, so it's definitely still very, nerve-wracking trying to. Oh, that's close. It's close to my number, 68th. Yeah, it's definitely nerve-wracking not knowing, like, oh, I might not get a paycheck today, like it's a second, it's like bi-weekly Fridays, like I don't really get a paycheck, so it's nerve-wracking. But people who really do like go all out and want to do that, that's why I encourage saving as much as I do, and just living.
I'm gonna give Pastor Howard a piece of my mind about this lock.
All right, buddy.
I told him to get it fixed.
Yeah, and just living below your means is just a great way. Like if you have a goal and a passion, and you were like, you know what, using this 8 hours that I would be at this job, if I could focus that into being a go-getter and just going all out on YouTube, then yeah, make sure you save up enough for, if you got rent, or if you've got utilities, or if you're just living at home, take advantage of. Here's the thing. Here's what I'll say. You don't truly feel gratitude for your parents, I don't think, until you move out and you see the bills and you see what's got to happen. You see what your monthly expenditures are. You don't truly appreciate your parents until you are like, oh, like I'm gonna have to pay for I'm gonna have to pay like an extra $1,000 for rent. Like what? And then I'm gonna have to pay like $1,200 for. I'm gonna have to pay probably like $300 for utilities and such. What? And then you really like, oh, my parents, 2-person income in a house, and it's like maybe they already have their mortgage paid off, and you can just kind of live there, and it's like, yeah, you have to follow their rules, but I mean that makes sense because they're paying for the whole thing, and you really get a grip on like, oh yeah, this money thing is pretty finite and runs out pretty quick once you actually have like money that isn't just going to you.
Why?
Well, it's tradition.
So we went out to a lake and we kind of shot some stuff, and I don't think we got enough shots, but he was insisting. He was like, oh no, this is fine. And I told him, I was like, look, man, like you got me here. I'm yours for however long you need me to shoot. If you need a warm body to hold the camera, I'm good. Like you just gotta let me know, and I'm here, and I'll do whatever. And then we started talking. We talked about like possibly starting a podcast, and I know a lot of people was like, oh yeah, 2 white guys, let's start a podcast. Tale as old as time, right? Like what would we talk about? It's like. But we have interesting convos, and me and my other friend have also been talking about doing a podcast. So it's like, okay, am I just gonna be podcast host? Am I just gonna be Mr. Podcast? I do like rambling a lot, and I do like just talking. So I wouldn't mind doing 2 different podcasts. It's more of just filming, like deciding when to film them also, and try not to overlap segments, I would say. Or we can go 3-person, you know? Or like, and if one person doesn't want to do it full time and they just want to be guests, then that's fine. I think it could be interesting. And I don't want to leak what the format would be, but I think it'd be something pretty fresh, and it'd be something that I haven't seen personally. Move. Thank you. Yeah, it'd be a format that I haven't seen personally, so it'd be cool and refreshing for me. But I'm sure somebody's done it before, because it's pretty, like if I told you what the format would be, you'd be like, this is a no-brainer. Like, why? Like, of course there's somebody doing this right now, but I just don't think there is. I just don't think there is. I mean, my other friend just recorded a Let's Play. We were playing... oh.
Guess that one saw the light, huh? You didn't like that one? A tough
Oh, nice.
audience.
What's up, Barry?
Well, I got plenty more.
What are the Christmas lights for?
Protection, man. Like garlic against vampires.
Vampires.
The helicopter's just across the parking
But yeah,
lot. and up
we
the hill.
recorded
Come on.
one of the, like, we were playing a game and we got about 1/3 of the way through it, and I think the recording was 2 hours long, and what sucks, right? And I've never been slapped this hard with copyright, but like we got copyright struck out the butt because it's just all licensed music, but it's all background music. So I'm gonna have to turn it down next time when we record the next part. But yeah, like 2 hours worth. I chopped it up into 6 parts, and so we now have 6 videos up, and we're getting a little motion. I think we got 11 views as the most, which anything over 0 is motion for us, right? Anything over 2, right? Because then it doesn't mean it's just us. That's kind of my gauge for views. And I think the last couple videos on here have no views, but like for Alan Wake, but that's fine. I don't really, again, like I don't chase views. He doesn't chase views. This is just passive, you know. Like this is like, we're funny. I think when we're together we're funny, and you know, we can just keep going off different content and kind of feeding off each other. So I think it made sense for us to do a Let's Play, but we'd like to do podcast format. We'd like to, you know, chop it up and do shorts. We'd like to just kind of expand that channel, I think, to something more than what I'm doing here, because I'm really just kind of like during the work hours, just, you know, putting in. Sorry, I'm trying to organize my desk right now. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, just try to. I'm just doing this in between work, really, right? So it's, you know, when I get a downtime during work, film, upload, done. And it's pretty cut and dry like that. It doesn't take a lot of time out of my day. I don't want to take a lot of time out of your guys' day. I know some of these are like an hour long, which is crazy. But I also want to talk about something that's been happening that I think a lot of people have seen, because it's got, I think, everybody's eyes on it right now, and it's Stream Review. I want to talk about that because, like, between that and this Joe Rogan podcast that I watched with Mr. Beast, it's got me really content-oriented, I guess. And is that a good thing, or is that a bad thing? That's a good question. I'm not really in the space to say whether it's a good thing or not, but it's giving me a lot of ideas for how to kind of pack, like the way. Here's what I did. So I watched Ludwig's Stream Review class, and seeing the number breakdown, seeing how to package a YouTube video, really was like kind of eye-opening to me, because like, duh, like, you know, thumbnail, title, it's important. And my thumbnails, I don't have them. My titles, I don't have them. So it's really just upload and go type of deal here. What's happening? Oh, a little jump scare. going on? Let me turn this thing on. Jump. Hello. Oh, I was supposed to pick those up. Yeah, so the difference between me and my YouTuber friend, he focuses on quality, and I'm kind of getting like, I'm taking more of a quantity approach. Is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? That's up to you to decide, right? Because there's some people who will do a good mixture of both, who will do quality and quantity. Like they could do one a day. Maybe that is just, you know, I'm gonna record, you know, me going over the news or something. So maybe the format isn't the quality, but the information is the quality. And like, that's a thing. You can do that, and you can get stuff out really quickly. And as long as you have a kind of format for thumbnails, you have a way that you like them, and you don't spend too much time designing them, right? Because you can get really lost in designing a nice thumbnail. And of course, now that they have A/B testing, you're gonna have to do 2 thumbnails, so you can actually decide which one you want. So I don't do any thumbnail testing. I don't do any of that. I just upload this as is. I don't even go into the thing and select which thumbnail I want. I don't do it. Oh man.
Get ready, I'll hold them off.
So, sorry, I had a couple things going for work that I was trying to focus on. I know you guys don't really, I know you guys don't care. I'm just letting you know, like, if I'm spacing out or if I'm being quiet, it's because, you know, I'm like bush camp dad, right? You know, but I'm actually doing a little bit of playing while I'm jogging. I think he just does from what I've seen, I haven't like tuned into his streams, but I've seen that he will kind of set up like Fortnite, and he'll be like in some Excel sheets, or I don't know what his actual job is, but you know, it's cool just seeing him just being able to work and like have like being able to play Fortnite while also doing his regular job. I thought that was always cool. So I'm not saying I am bush camp dad, but I'm just saying like, it's cool that that I can do both my job and be able to do this as well. But in terms of this whole content thing, right, I'm probably gonna have to find a way to get good thumbnails, and that's gonna take some exploring of because some things that other YouTubers do that I don't do, like research, right? You know, like what thumbnails look good on multiple devices, what thumbnails should look like for Let's Plays. I mean, Let's Plays are strange because you have a different thing happening each episode, right? You can at least have like maybe a background of Alan Wake in the corner, the number of like what number am I on? My channel logo now needs what's unique. Maybe they can use unique colors. I used to do a little bit of photo editing in Illustrator on when this channel back. I doubt anybody remembers, but I used to play Breath of the Wild and God of War on this channel. I used to add like a little yellow and green border to the side of it, and some inspirations I have. I mean, I'm not gonna say I'm completely unique here. I'm not gonna just try to say like, oh yeah, like this is totally unique. You know, I'm such a visionary. No, like I stole. Maybe stole is the wrong word, but I took inspiration from Hivemind and Scott the Waz, which are 2 YouTubers that I used to watch. Not as much anymore, but are pretty stylized and everything. Yeah, like seeing the way that Hivemind does colors and the way that Scott the Waz did that blue border on all of his thumbnails, and then the way that he incorporated it into like a video, right? Like a video idea was like it turned it very meta. I thought that was cool. Like, had his ideas for videos and stuff, like how he was building out a world. I thought that was cool. But again, like those are very highly edited, stylized.
We can kiss this town goodbye.
It's different than just a Let's Play series like this. And I understand that the format of like not being able to see my face, not being able to do IRL, is tough, right? It's difficult. You guys can't relate to me as much. My voice is trying to carry as a personality as opposed to actually like having a face to the voice, and like it's tough to kind of understand who you're listening to and what their motivations and intentions are if you don't know the person, the entity behind this. So I don't know. I think at one point I would like to do face reveal. It's gonna have to wait. It's gonna have to wait because I have a grandiose idea of how I want to reveal my face. But again, it's gonna take a lot of time, a lot of prep, and it's gonna be multiple videos that I'm actually going to be wanting to package, like what Ludwig said. And I would love to sell merch with the videos. I would love to have highly designed thumbnails. I'd love to get the script really tight. And the thing is, they're kind of preachy videos, so I don't want to be a hypocrite, and I want to practice what I preach. So I want to, before I put these out, I really want to, you know, I want to have something tied to the video. If that makes sense. Like I want to have a goal for myself tied to the video. So when I put this video out, you know, let's take. I'm not gonna do something for this probably. At least not now, but maybe the videos about alcoholism or something, right? And maybe I occasionally drink. Who am I to say, you know, stop drinking and better yourself if I still drink? So, you know, maybe, just maybe, before I put this video out, I should maybe do like a month sober or something. You know, that's kind of the idea of what I have. And again, I'm not saying I'm doing a video on alcoholism, but another thing could be like a running video. I did want to do a running video for a while, and that probably will still happen, but you know, in order to do a video about running, I would need to do, you know, maybe it's like X amount of miles this year, or X amount of road races this year, or it's like maybe I got my mile time down to this, and then that can kind of be the basis of like, okay, here's why here's why I can speak on this, because I've gone through the process of doing this. It was difficult, but I did it, so you can do it. Because seeing is believing. I think a lot of people look at it that way, you know, not really, because you don't know what you don't know, right? So if you don't know that you can be better, it's tough to just kind of blindly walk through day by day and
something about the chain for the
stacking up bricks when you don't know what you're building, right? You know, dumping all the Lego bricks on the table and not knowing what to build. It's tough. So it's nice seeing people who are able to, who you can put yourself in their shoes, I think. And I guess I don't have much more time. I've got like about 2 minutes, I think, but I can talk about me, I guess, if you guys want a kind of character to fill yourself in as. Can I shoot this? Cool. I mean, yeah, like if you... I'm not saying I'm anything great, right? I'm not saying I'm special. I'm just saying I'm somebody who had an idea. Maybe not even that. I'm just somebody who was lucky enough to play Alan Wake at his computer. What do I have? I just have 40. Okay, I did not pay attention to that cutscene then. Really? I'm actually gonna kill this timer. We're gonna go a little bit longer because I don't want to talk. Oh, I have to go over it. Okay. So I lost everything. Great. I do want to talk about myself though, because I feel it's important.
I had to do something about the chain.
Again, some more work came in. Just looking. Let's load up on that. Okay. But yeah, like I don't want to leak like my first name or anything. So you guys can just refer to me as Easton67. Yeah, but I mean, if you do enough digging, I'm sure you can find me. I'm sure you can find my face, but I'd rather you not, because it's not anything bad. I don't think it's just, you know, there's some mystique and some intrigue in not really knowing what the person looks like, and then getting a face to it is kind of a grandiose moment. So, you know, maybe don't spoil it for yourself. Like, I have some internet presence. I'm not a complete hermit, but that was back. That was a while back when I would get on Instagram and I would feel the need to post something. But again, like I've talked before, it's like, oh man, like I'm doing this cool thing. I would love to post this on Instagram and show my friends, like, hey, here's this app I'm building. Hey, here's how many books I've read, you know. It would be really cool to do those things, but instead I just made my app, and I do get my app. I keep saying app, but it's more website. I get a lot of satisfaction of just like doing my reviews on that website. You know, filling in my habits, my heat maps, doing it that way, as opposed to feeling the need to post on Facebook, post on Instagram. Oh, what the? I guess what I'm trying to say is I'm not special. I'm not well spoken. I'm not anything to really like if you saw me in a lineup, you wouldn't be like, oh yeah, this guy is special, right? And I think that's where a lot of my go-gettingness kind of stems from, is just like wanting to be somebody who people can rely on, who people can look to and say, oh yeah, he's a great guy, you know, he's a nice person, he's somebody that I would look up to. That's honestly what I think. That's all I want, is just for people to look up to me. And I know I've done shit in the past that was terrible, but I think we all have, right? We all have. And you know, time heals all wounds, I believe. Mostly everything that you do that's wrong can be forgiven by the passage of time and a simple I'm sorry and an apology. So to a lot of people that I've hurt in the past, I'd like to say I'm sorry. And I truly am sorry, because to not say I'm sorry is to just let the cycle continue, which is not anything I want to continue, because a lot of that should, like on my end, I think a lot of what I've done in the past is I've put it mostly behind me, because I know that I can't decide how people react. I can't choose my own reputation. The other people, I can't choose the light that people view me in. And I mean, I surely can't decide, right? Like I can't sit here and decide like, oh yeah, you know, what I've done, nobody should ever think that I'm bad. Like I can't decide your feelings for you. So if you don't like me, that's understandable. Like I can't help you. I can't decide how you feel, but I can try to just be a good person going forward and make sure that all actions from now on aren't something to make you feel away or disagree with me on. Does that make sense? Again, I'm not well spoken, so. But yeah, like I've said stupid shit in the past. I've done stupid shit in the past, and you know, I've journaled a lot. I've tried to reconcile a lot of that just with myself, and I think that's the most important part. I'm not trying to say be selfish, but you need to be right with yourself before anybody else can truly say like, oh yeah, you've changed. And I'm hoping people look at me now and, you know, like, oh yeah, you know, he's changed. He's not some, you know, idiot. He's not the quiet kid in school. I don't mean that like that quiet kid. He's not somebody who's just kind of mistaken in a crowd. You know, he's changed for the better. Is this all making sense? Sorry, I'm trying to fight these guys while talking. It's a little tough for them, you'd think. probably gonna get copyright for this anyway, so that's fine. Oh man. Yeah, I think if it's music in a video and you, sorry, if it's music that's in a licensed video game and you bought the video game, I think you should have the ability to use the licensed music in your video game Let's Play, as long as it's not, as you're not saying that, oh yeah, this is my song. It's like, because it's not. This is not my song. This is just simply a song that shows up in this game. I bought the license for the game. I should be allowed to use the music almost. Does that make sense? But then, it's like I'm not remixing it. I'm not claiming it as mine, so I should. It should just be able to live in the video. Like, it's ridiculous to say anything else. But whatever. I'll mute the sections. I'm not gonna sit here and dispute it from some multi-million-dollar corporation. There's a guy near me, I know it, yep. Oh, you're a big boy, big boy. But yeah, I hope you guys all want to be, I hope you guys all want to be like me, basically.
It was close.
You know?
But I had to find
And I'm not saying exact copies, I'm just saying somebody who wants to be looked up to, and somebody when they pass away will be missed. And just try to be empathetic of everybody. Everybody's got their own thing going on. You know, it's dumb to, you know, dwell on the past because you can't change it. It's dumb to worry about the future because you can't really, like, directly affect it. But if you do dwell on either the past or the future, definitely dwell more on the future because you can actually change that. But then what you should do is you should live in the present, because the present affects your future. So your present decisions affect your future outcomes. Again, I'm not really spoken, but I'm hoping that made sense and enlightened somebody, right? So, you know, we all do a lot of stupid shit. It's in the past. And it's just important that you make a vow to yourself every day. It's like, I'm going to be better than yesterday. I'm going to be better than yesterday. And if you aren't better than yesterday, examine why. And if you weren't better than yesterday, that means the next day it's going to be even easier to be better than, right? It's going to be even easier to be better than the last day if the last day was worse than the day before. And that's all you can really do. And that's what my website, I'm trying to kind of achieve with the heat maps, so you can get a visual indicator of like, oh yeah, you know, this is how well I did for this day. And some days you're gonna be lazy, some days you're gonna chud out, some days you're just gonna play games, some days the heat map's not even gonna be filled in because your present decisions were saying, you know, I've had a tough week, it's the weekend, I'm not gonna write, I'm not gonna run, it's Sunday, why would I run? Sunday is a day of rest, you know, and that's totally fine. Just try not to live and die by the heat maps and what you don't do during the day. Just, you know, focus on, like, because it's a great indicator of saying, oh, look how far I've come, look how much I've done. And yeah, I mean, I'm excited to get it finished. I need to keep going on it. It's tough though, you know. You spend a whole day at the office, and then, you know, you want to do like your runs. All right. You want to do your run, or you want to do some writing, or some just anything really. You know, maybe some drawing, or maybe, you know, you again, like, you just want to chud out and you don't really want to do anything. Like, it's just the way life is, really. But I mean, that's what's important, and I think that will change people's lives and how they move and act, and I think that's going to be my biggest legacy on this world. Not to stroke my own ego, I guess, but, like, you know, having this app that will keep people accountable is probably the best way of that I can kind of think of. It's the best way that I can think to affect as many people as I can, maybe indirectly. That and this YouTube channel. This YouTube channel should help a lot of people, hopefully, indirectly. And maybe that's why I needed to get these thumbnails on point. And I can use, like, that other channel that I started with my friend as a practice channel for being better at video editing, or just video editing at all, to be honest. Better at thumbnail creation, and I mean something's got to, because I don't have enough time in my day to do all that. So something's gonna have to give, whether it's letting up on running and just focusing on or yeah, just like letting up on working out, or maybe drawing is just a once a week thing, or something's got to give so I can be able to kind of work on those different things. But yeah, I mean, I'm excited for the future. I really am. You know, I mean, today's 20th. My birthday's in 3 days. I'm really excited to see where life takes me. Gosh, my birthday's in 3 days. That is crazy. That is crazy. I remember the beginning of the year. I remember, like, everything. Like, so much has happened this year. And yet, it's just all flown by so fast. It's nuts. I don't know who else is feeling the same way. I feel like we just had Easter. I feel like that just happened. And now it's July. Like, what? And not to mention, but, like if I was in school, my summer break would almost be over. Like, that's nuts to me. That's nuts. But, you know, I should probably call it here. Should probably get back to work. Should probably be good. And yeah, I hope something that I said you guys can take away from. And, you know, if you have time outside of your day to build a channel, whether it's just you or with friends, I mean, go for it. Truly go for it, because it's something where you should be getting out as much as you're putting in. Like, I'm not putting much effort into thumbnails, so I'm not getting many views. But if you go into the videos, I'm hoping that you're hearing some good conversation and some good talking things, you know. I do want to, like, going forward, put more focus into feeding these videos with content in terms of just being what the hell am I trying to say? Sorry, I had something come in from my job and I was focused on that. But yeah, I'm just hoping that when you click on a video, you get something out of it. That's all I can really hope for. And it's not just a let's play. It's not just let's just continue through this game and see these things happen and yada yada. I really need to put more focus in. Okay, what am I going to talk about? Can it help people? Is it good? Is it worth it? So I'm going to try to do more of that. I would like to play with thumbnails and try to figure out something. I would need Photoshop probably, so I'm going to have to figure out that. Or was it is GIMP the free one? I think GIMP is free. I'd have to look that up. Yeah, GIMP. Yeah. Yeah, I might try GIMP. And then yeah, video editing. I would like to do some video editing and try maybe I just record videos of me trying to edit something and add that somewhere, and so I can teach other people how to edit. Because I was telling my friend that, right? Like, he was like, oh, well, I kind of want to open a Patreon and I kind of want to sell merch, but I don't know how to do both. I don't know what to sell on Patreon. I don't know what to sell for merch. Well, I told him, I was like, look, you could just screen print something. Like, you could just screen print a shirt and call it good, but nobody's really going to want that. They're going to want something embroidered. They're going to want something thick. They're going to want something premium for a shirt. So I was definitely kind of giving them tips on, like, you're going to want this to be a premium product if you're going to be if you're kind of a niche YouTuber and you don't really have, like, because I think people sell shirts for catchphrases or channel logo or just something. And I think for right now, he doesn't really have like a catchphrase. He doesn't really have a brand, I guess. It's just more of like the channel logo, and maybe I think his videos are a little too multi what do you call that? They don't really fit in the same mold. I mean, they're all like kind of video gamey, but you don't want to just throw a controller on the shirt and just call it there. No, you want like you want to find an umbrella that you can market everything under as like a logo or something. But yeah, I mean, he could do his channel logo and his channel colors, which I think would be fine. I think that'd be cool. But yeah, you would definitely want more, because he doesn't have enough videos out either. So he's going to want more videos. He's going to want something to brand on this shirt that is going to look good. Maybe just his logo embroidered on like the breast pocket, I think would be cool. or like the arm. I thought that'd be cool. Also, I could maybe design something for him, but I definitely think he's gonna need more videos and something to market under. But I mean, that's a whole different section. What I mainly wanted to talk about was the Patreon, and that kind of brings back to what I was saying about this video editing thing. He's like, well, I don't know what to sell. And I'm like, well, why don't you just sell how to make a video, right? Because I think a lot of people don't understand how to go from brainstorm to uploaded video. I don't think enough people understand that flow. So I think even just doing like a stream of like, okay, hey, I'm going to edit this video, and this is how I edit it. Here's how I come up with the idea. Here's the brainstorming session. Here's the research. Here's the writing the script. Here's the shooting. Here's what everything looks like front to back. That whole package. I know a lot of way more successful YouTubers are selling a course like that, but I think something from a more down to earth, like, hey, I'm starting out as like a kind of a, like from nothing to like a 20,000 sub type of channel, you know, I think that's more of like a niche that people would want to explore, not like a, oh yeah, you know, I have this infinite budget, I could just literally do anything. I'm Ludwig, I'm just going to upload whatever and it'll get views. Or, oh, I'm Moist Critical, I'm just going to upload literally whatever with no real thumbnail and I'm just going to get views because I have such an infinite audience basically to pull from, and somebody's going to watch it and it's going to be enough to, you know, pay rent. So I definitely think that would be a great package to sell. And yeah, you could just sell that on Patreon, just sell your streams, sell how you make the product, because you could turn what should be, because here's the thing, right? If you spend 30 hours editing, or 30 hours from start to end, I mean, you could sell 30 different streams of this is how I made this video all wrapped up into one. So if anybody has an idea of like, oh, how'd you do that? Why, like why did you do this here? You could sell that as 30 different streams for $5 a month, right? Here's how I made this video. And someone could just sub for 1 month and get everything, look at everything, and be like, oh, cool. And then they could leave. That's fine. So obviously you'll need more supplemental content to keep them subbing, you know? But I think that's a great value proposition, right? I mean, even, because here's the thing. It's like, that's normally something you wouldn't monetize. That's normally something you wouldn't profit off of. So you're making $2 per person per month off of something that you would just do and then hope the video does well. So even if the video does shit, you're still getting money from Patreon. You know, does this make sense? So I think that's kind of where my content brain was going. And here's the thing. I want to make this very, 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 very clear. This YouTube thing is so low entry. It's free. You just upload the video. And if you're someone like me who has a job, pause, come on. That's not cool. Don't J shame people. What I mean is, if this is just a side project, side hustle, side whatever, I mean, totally transparent, I'm making nothing off this. I'm making nothing. I don't even have to do this. This is entirely for me to just upload videos and for me to just talk and yap and hold myself accountable, really. But it's something that I would like to take more seriously. And I'm not even saying from a financial standpoint. I don't really need to make money off of this, because I think I'm good enough at saving my money, making my dollar stretch, that I don't really need to make money off of YouTube. But I've seen the other side of the coin, right? You can make a shitload of money on YouTube. And as somebody who is feeling addicted to YouTube a lot of the time, like I am the other side, I'm the guy on the other side of the screen also. I'm both because I'm now the seller and the buyer, if that makes sense, you know? So a lot of us buyers need to start getting in on this low entry, you know, side project. I'm just going to upload whatever. Seller, you know, just make your lemonade stand basically as the seller next to Moist Critical's Costco. Just be out front, you know, just set up out front. It really can be that simple. And then once you get enough subs, because people enjoy your voice, people enjoy your content, people enjoy hearing you, people enjoy hearing about your life, people enjoy hearing about everything that you got going on in your ecosystem. Once you have that, then we can talk money. Then we can talk about possibly getting money. And, you know, I know Moist Critical donates a lot. I think he used to donate almost everything that he made, right? And he's made, dude, I mean, like, I've seen the video. I've seen what he's made. It's like, dude, this is generational wealth Like you are done with life type stuff. And I'm not saying I need to even make that. I'm just saying I'm at home on my computer working already. Why not on the side? I just record a video, and then if I start popping off, if I start doing well, then we can make money and talk about it. But I don't need to make money. So like this isn't my primary source of income. But for people who this is their primary source of income, like my friend, this is like watching the Streamer University really like opened my eyes. It's like Ludwig's like, you need a schedule, time to start streaming, time to end stream. But like my mind was going to like, what about YouTubers? What about this? You know, YouTubers need to wake up at this time, and you need to have like, okay, this day I'm going to record. This day I'm going to edit. This day I'm going to write script. It needs to be like that. It needs to be chunked out on certain days, and you need to have a routine to get a video out. Otherwise, you're gonna fall down the cracks. And this is coming from somebody who doesn't work the algorithm, who doesn't need to point everything towards a certain audience or a niche. This is just simple like math, I guess, in my mind, where it's just like you need to have a schedule so you can have time for yourself and you can have time for this job. So you need to put your all into this, because if this doesn't feed, like, you're not going to eat. You're not going to have dinner, basically. If this is your full-time job, you need to take this full-time seriously. And what's crazy is that a lot of this is luck. A lot of this is luck and timing, and a lot of this is also chasing trends. A lot of this is chasing algorithm, and it's tough. It's tough. And I realized that I was supposed to end this after 20 minutes. I'm now on 41 minutes going on. But this is sauce. This is what you guys need to understand and listen to, is like, this YouTube thing can really be on any level. You can have, I'm coming out from, like, I'm done with my job, or, you know, I'm during my job, I guess, for me and Bush Camp Dad and anybody else who's just throwing up a video of a Let's Play. It's like, this is just kind of, because right now this is just for myself. Again, no views, no thumbnail, but I would like to take it a little more seriously, like I said, and I have other videos I'd like to package, and I'd like to do the Patreon thing eventually. It'd have to be right, all right? I'd have to do it right. I'd have to really lock in and make this a lot bigger focus than it is, instead of just running and drawing, and I'd really have to take this seriously for like several months, maybe even a year, to just really learn video editing and image editing and all this. But again, right now for me, hobby, side project, this is kind of like that lower echelon, and then it can scale all the way up to Mr. Beast putting all of his money into this. First game, right? First game made in the Coliseum in over 1,000 years. Like, what are we talking about? Like, there's absolutely levels to this, and it's like from the lowest lows to the highest highs. The barrier of entry is making a Google account. Like, that's really it, which I did, and I started this new channel. And again, like, I'm not promoting it because I don't want to be promoted. I just want to do it and see what happens. But and there's nobody that's probably gonna watch this video anyways, but this is more for me, like, when I look back. But what I'm trying to say is, like, I'd like to take this more seriously. I'd like to look into this more. And Streamer University, and way more importantly, Ludwig's presentation on this, to kind of open my eyes of just like what this could be financially. Again, not being greedy, just more of like oh, that'd be cool to make $1 off of something that I work hard at. Like, from that perspective, I think it'd be cool. But again, I need to go because 1:35 now, and I only have like 25 more minutes before my meeting. So I'm gonna do that. I'm going to get ready, but, you know, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope this has inspired somebody to start a YouTube channel. And again, just do it like me. Just start uploading. Just get on OBS, record your video, upload, record, upload, record, upload, record, upload. Don't be afraid to upload. Don't be afraid to hear your own voice. Don't be afraid to just upload whatever. And then once you really have something, like, once you have an idea, like a grasp of an idea, do it. And I know a lot of people say that, just do it. Just make it. Just make it. Just do it. I have 7 ideas that are very important and kept close to my heart that I really want to make, but it's going to be very difficult because I need to write scripts for all of them, and I need to really plan out exactly how I want it to go. And I want everything to be custom curated. So I'm going to be doing that, but I do want to do this soon. I do want to put those out soon, but it's going to be a process. It's going to be tough. So again, thank you guys so much for watching, all one of you, or all 100,000, or all 100 million, you know, however big this gets. Alan Wake number, what am I on, 12 or 11 or 12? I don't even know what I'm on. But I'm really hoping that you guys can see the value in YouTube and making yourself feel more important, hitting a reach, like reaching an audience that's a lot larger than who you could think, right? So yeah, that's it. That's all I got. I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.